Yo, what's going on guys, Etienne here. In this video I'm going to be showing you how you can do all of the slayers, that being Revenant and Wolf Slayer, from tier 3 to tier 4 in the cheapest way possible. I have a couple of sets prepared for this video and I'm going to be showing you all the methods to do this. Starting off with tier 3 Revenatories, going to want to use Magma Armor, a Revenant Potion, and a one of Mending. Now this setup is pretty cheap, it should be around the 2 million mark, so that's pretty easy to get. You do not need the hot potato books. I just have them on there because I didn't want to buy a clean magma set. But this is totally doable without the hot potato books. I'm just going to get the kills real quick. And yes, I am using an ethereal scythe to get the kills. But that doesn't matter. It's about the boss. Getting killed isn't hard. If you have an ethereal scythe, use an ethereal scythe. If you don't have it, don't use it. I am 2 kills off and I'm just going to be putting out the Reaper armor, equipping the Magma armor. I'll just put this aside, get this armor out, make sure that I am full HP, full mana. Now I do have some better stats than most of you guys, so if you cannot do it just without cheesing, you can go to this place over here and you can cheese the boss. I will show you later how to do it, when I actually need to cheese it, but I think I can do this boss without cheesing it, so I'll just go here and start killing it. Continue healing whenever I can, and it should be pretty easy. Unless it's not. Okay, so I did maybe just do some miscalculations. You might have to cheese it, so I'm just going to show you how to cheese it right here. You're going to be setting on this block and you're going to be hitting it. This is right at the entrance. There is zero risk with this, it just doesn't hit you the boss. And to make sure that it doesn't regen, you gotta keep moving. You also gotta keep moving a little bit more, just so it doesn't use its ability. And the boss should be done in no time. It's getting mad, but that doesn't matter because it only hits you a couple of times. And yeah, the boss is over, no problem. Let's get to the next one. Now that the tier 3s are out of the way, we are going to be moving on to the bigger boys. For tier 4 evidence, I would recommend using Revenant armor. You should have a couple of kills. As you can see, I don't have any kills on the chest plate, but that doesn't really matter. You don't need defense too much, you won't be dying with this method. We also got the crystallized heart. If you really think that you're going to be dying, then get yourself a heart. You will regenerate much faster and it will keep you alive. Now if you need damage, because you will need damage, you're going to be using a blaze helmet or a frozen blaze helmet, depending on your budget. Then we got the Revenant Falchion and the one of Mending. Now, it is always better to use a Reaper Falchion. If you can use it, if you have the money, if you have the coins in your purse, buy yourself a Reaper Falchion. It's going to be way faster and it's going to be way less risky. So I'm just going to get the kills. This should take a minute. There's another guy in the slot bed, he also has the scythe, so could be some competition. I am 2 kills away, so let's just spawn the boss. I'm using the... No, I'm supposed to be using the Frozen Blaze helmet, because that does more damage. Damage is really just what you want in this boss battle. Go over here. We're gonna go to the cheese spot. And as you can see, even without the crystallized heart, I am not dying. It will take this dude a minute to kill me. And with a minute, I mean, like, really a minute. It's gonna take him a while. So this is pretty risk-free. And it's gonna be way more risk-free when you have a Reaper Falchion. So I recommend using that. But it gets bad. Okay, don't want it to regenerate either. I should mention that first. You want to keep on moving here, especially because it's a tier 4 and you won't realize how long you're just sitting here not getting hit, because it has way more HP. You don't realize how much HP is gone. You don't realize the time that you wasted just sitting there. So try to get hit every once in a while, even when it's enraged. Especially then, you don't want it to heal back up when it's enraged. And you don't want it to use its ability either, so just be extra careful. move around, get hit. I have a little bit better stats than most of you guys. As you can see, my skills, combat 48. But I did let the boss regenerate a lot, so you should be able to do it too. And if you can't, you can probably swap out the piece for Frozen Blaze or Blaze. Just get some damage going. Oh, would you look at that? This is wise. Just put this on a before to give the damage, and you should be fine. Next up, we got Tier 3 Wolves. Now, Tier 3 Wolves are actually pretty easy. You can even do them with Magma Armor, and I have a video on that I will be linking in the description. But, you know, Magma Armor does take a while, so I've actually gotten another method here, and that is just simply using Frozen Blaze and a Reaper Fashion. Now, what I did forget to get out of my inner chest is an Explosive Bow. Here it is. The Explosive Bow is really important, and I'll show you guys why. But first of all, let's just spawn the boss. Start killing and damaging the boss. You're gonna take a decent amount of damage, so you'll just have to use your wand of mending, and you might have to run around a little to avoid getting hit every once in a while. And when the pups spawn, this is gonna be really painful. You're just gonna have to run around and use the bow. Run around, use the bow. Make sure that the boss isn't hitting you while you're killing the pups, but you get hit occasionally or else it will regenerate like it did right there. But when you're done with the pups, it should be all chill. Just kill the boss. Pretty simple. The time has come that I will show you how to do a Tier 4 Wolf, the hardest boss in the game, with the cheapest setup possible. Here it is, Massive Armor and a Shaman Sword. Preferably you could be using a Pooch Sword, it will just make it easier, but I did do it with this Shaman Sword. It's just way slower, you know? And you might be thinking, wait, how do I kill the pups? Not with an Ethereal Scythe. This is gonna be a method that no one is using except for me, at least as far as I know, and I'm gonna be showing it to you guys. Also, I have all Heartflake accessories. Gotta mention that. Now, it's very important. You gotta do this fast. Go over here, jump down, grapple up. I don't know if you saw that, but I just dropped all of the pups into the water. And this dude is still here. Great, don't you think? It seems like the boss is about to die. Guys, if I get a rare drop here, you have to all subscribe and like the video. And maybe even leave a comment for me. Overflux? Oh, come on, that's gotta count. That's pretty rare, isn't it? Have surreal. You gotta subscribe now. Gotta subscribe. I hope this video helped you. And if it did, like, subscribe, do all the stuff that I mentioned earlier. Because, come on, you kinda owe it to me now. And have a good one.